Good evening, guys. Today's question given to me is to explain as to why so many people fail in the SSB. Now, it is very true that the success rate in the SSB is very, very less. It's just about 3% or so. A large number of the people who come there, they either get screened out or they get conferenced out. In my understanding of the whole thing, let me tell you, we select a candidate by assessing 15 officer-like qualities in a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is the best and 10 is the worst. And let me frankly tell you that a recommended candidate scores in the range of 6, 7 and 8 out of 10, where 10 is the worst in that scale of 1 to 10. Which means he is not even an average candidate that we are looking for. We are looking for a candidate who is below average but can be trained to be an average officer. So if that be so, the logical question that comes to everybody's mind is, then why so many people fail? Are they so bad? The answer is no, they are not so bad. There are 2-3 things that results into failure in the SSB. The first reason, as I understand, is that the candidates do not understand or know what we people are looking for. They all know broadly that there are 15 OLQs and these are the names of the OLQs, but they don't go beyond that to understand the essence of each of these OLQs. And I always give this example. When we try to impress someone, we first try and know the likes and dislikes of the other person. So here, similarly, when you go to the SSB, you first understand what is the assessor looking for in you. Those 15 OLQs, what does that mean? What are the 4 factors in which they are categorized? What does that mean? The first advice to all of you is, know this first. Second thing is, understand each test from the perspective of how to project these 15 OLQs through those tests. Yeah. So if you introspect, say for example, initiative is one of the qualities. Okay. So what is initiative? Initiative is the ability of a person to take the first step in the right direction and sustain it. So if you are sitting in the group discussion and if you don't speak or you speak very late, so obviously you are not taking initiative, you are not taking the first step. You are not at least part of the first few candidates who discuss in the GD. So introspect on each quality as to how should you project these through the various tests, be it psychological test, be it interview, be it GTO. That's very important. The third most common reason for failure is lack of communication, lack of knowledge. Okay? If you do not have knowledge, obviously you will not be able to participate in many of the activities. You will not be able to answer a lot of questions in the interview. And if you lack in communication, even if you have knowledge, you will not be able to express it. Many candidates get screened out only because of this. They may have written a good story, but they will not be able to narrate it fluently, and they will not actively participate in the GD. They get screened out. And even if they get screened in, and in the GD, in the lecturate, they will fumble, they will not be able to speak properly if the communication is not up to the mark or the knowledge is not up to the mark. Similarly, there are certain qualities which are inherent, which are innate qualities. Suppose you are the kind who get nervous very fast. Your liveliness is poor. Obviously, you will come under stress. Sitting in front of the interviewing officer, looking at the aura of the room, you will get nervous, you will drop the glass of water next to you, you will fumble, you will start trembling, you will start sweating. You start drinking water frequently, all that is sign of nervousness. And if you get nervous very fast, this will reflect everywhere. Suppose you lack courage, again it will get reflected. This is again an innate quality. It will get reflected in all your responses in the psychology. In the GTA ground, you will not be able to participate, or you will not be able to do some of the individual obstacles. You may show this courage issue in your group obstacle race, right? So there are certain innate qualities which could be another reason for you to get conferenced out during your SSB. So these are the most common reasons why people get rejected. So if you need to be conscious about your innate quality. So when you take the help of a mentor, he will guide you as to how you can overcome these, how you can consistently work on this, what are the techniques that you must use to consistently work on this. These are not qualities that cannot be trained, but these are difficult to train. But then once the candidate is conscious and is able to sustain and put in sustained effort, he'll be able to come out of it. But to start with, I think you all must work more vigorously on your communication and knowledge, and you must understand the OLQs. I don't want you to memorize the OLQs, but I want you to understand the essence of each OLQ and introspect a lot as to how you are going to project these qualities through your responses in the various tests. If you do this, at least this much, I can assure you many of you will be able to make it. It is just because of these 4 or 5 things most of the candidates get rejected. I hope I have answered your question. Thank you.